Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Jack Edwards Reserve. It is round 17 in NPL Victoria. It is the Oakleigh Cannons taking on Kingston City. My name's Adam Sarikoglu, an important fixture for both teams this evening at a rather cold Jack Edwards Reserve. It is currently 11 degrees. It could fall to about 9 degrees later this evening down here in the southeast of Melbourne. One of two games in NPL Victoria this evening, the other being Dandenong Thunder and Green Gully, also kicking off at 8:30 local time. As we see the two teams take the field, and now the two captains of the coin toss. It's Simo Jovanovic for Kingston City and Tom Matthews for Oakleigh. As I said, it's a big game for both sides. Still time. Kingston City on the bottom of the table at the moment, but they still have time to get things back on track. Their form has not been too bad of late. Of course, a 2-0 win 2 weeks ago against Dandenong Thunder. That was followed up last week by a loss to the ladder-leading Avondale. Oakleigh have been in very good form as well. 2 wins and 2 draws from their last 4 starts. It was a 5-3 win against Dandenong Thunder last week. Starting lineups for these two teams. John Honos back in goal for Oakleigh Cannons. It is Tom Matthews, Ramazan, Tufsan Chioglu, Blair Govan, Ryan Pakskowski, Wade Decker, Harry White, Goran Zoric, Matthew Green, Matthew Fashini, and Luke Pavlu for Oakleigh. And for Kingston City, we have Simo Jovanovic, Faisal Sakizada, Chris Irwin, who did score in the 1-1 draw against Oakleigh Cannons back in round 4. Mawad Zwed, Ali Soleimani, Daniel Bennett, Damien Ikonis, Anthony Theo, David Antakura, and Satoshi Osugi is in goal, as well as Aidan Federhagic for Kingston City in their red kit this evening. It is a big night for both sides. Jack Edwards Reserve, all is ready and we are underway. It will be Kingston attacking the right of your screen as you're watching this evening. And already they've earned a corner as Tom Matthews sees that one out. An early corner coming up for Kingston City. Do hope you enjoy the coverage this evening on the NPL Victoria Facebook and YouTube pages. The corner was a short one. Incoming ball doesn't quite find its way to Federhagic. It's going to be easily seen out in the end by the returning John Honos. Nice crowd has built up here at Jack Edwards Reserve. The synthetic pitch behind us just recently wrapped up the under 20s game between these two clubs. Good win for the Oakleigh Cannons in that one. And it's a nice healthy crowd here this evening in Oakleigh as we see Irwin, his first meaningful piece of play for the evening. Again using the left side, Kingston. Still 9 fixtures to come after tonight, so still plenty of time for Kingston to salvage the season and avoid relegation. Of course, they are in the relegation hot seat at the moment, as that one will deflect out for a goal kick. The game has kicked off between Dandenong City and Green Gully. We'll keep an eye on those scores from that other game in NPL Victoria this evening as Honos gets ready for the long ball. Kingston have enjoyed a good couple of minutes to start this one. No forward forays as of yet for the Cannons. Green, the long ball. Trying to pick out Harry White. Doesn't quite work out. Now a chance for Kingston City. It's Zwed trying to chase this down near the corner flag on the right side. Zwed, a lovely move in toward the area. Gets around Pavlu, but it is cleared away in the end. Jovanovic. Sakizada. Happy to sit on the ball and wait for something to present. And now we'll see Satoshi with his first touch of the evening. It's a clearance toward the middle of Jack Edwards' reserve. Claimed at the back here by Matthews. Deflected ball in toward the top of the area. Jovanovic was there, and now he's called upon again. They're going to break away to the right side here once more, Kingston City. It's Theo. Struggling, though, to get around Fashini. It will be a Kingston City throw. This is Daniel Bennett. Maxkowski wants it a handball. Referee says play on. Now Decker. Nice little ball down the side here for White. Well pressured though by Simo Jovanovic. It will be a throw for the Oakleigh Cannons. Their first meaningful possession in their attacking third this evening. Pavlou will come across to take the throw. White, backtrack, there was no one there though, except for Zwed for Kingston City. Now Govan's cross, a central ball, it's a nice one. Found a way through and then a half shot in the end falls well wide for Wade Decker. No issues at all for Satoshi. As I mentioned, these two sides met back in rounds of 4. It was a 1-1 draw. Chris Irwin scored in the 13th minute, and for all intents and purposes, it looked like Kingston City were on their way to a 1-0 win, but in the 88th minute, it was Marcus Damachi who scored the late equaliser. In the previous meeting between these two sides this year, here is Irwin, and he might turn that back for another corner, second of the night for Kingston City. Mawaz Wed will send this ball in. Anthony Theo was potentially asking for a short one, but Swed will prefer to go to longer option. In swinging ball right to the front of the box. Cleared away by Tassan Chioglu, and a foul will go Oakleigh Cannons' way. Honos went to the right, looking for Grimes Orich. Throw to be taken by Matthews. Maxkowski, nice little touch down to Zorich, but getting back in numbers with Kingston City, and it's Theo who does the hard work to win it back. And now it's Irwin once more. Has one option to his right, it's Zwed. It's going to come his way now. Zwed's first time cross, quickly deflected back. It comes back to Zwed. Approaches the area, has to get around Pavlou. It does, gets his shot away, and it's saved by John Honos. First flashpoint of the evening. And he's already proven to be a real threat this evening. Mawaz Wed on that right side for Kingston City. Has twice found his way around Luke Pavlou. And, well, there was an awkward fall on that out of sight, but it's going to be a throw for Kingston City. It's Paxkowski going down for the Cannons. This play restarts. That's taken an Oakleigh touch. Another Kingston throw. Another call for handball, this time Harry White. Doesn't go Kingston's way. Decker can't find a way through. The high ball from Zaki Zada falls at the middle of the pitch. Bekskowski trying to get a header through. Fashini, the first time touch out wide to the right. Doesn't quite pick out Goran Zoric, and it will be a Kingston City throw right by the corner flag. As I said, a fairly decent crowd here this evening at Jack Edwards Reserve. A lot of home games in the second half of the year coming up for the Oakleigh Cannons. We've spent much of the first half of the NPL Victoria season on the road, as Zwed once more here on the right. Cuts in board. Another ball through to Zwed. It's not going to stay. Maybe it is. He pushed Pavlu over. That will be a foul. Did well to draw the foul in the end. Did Luke Pavlu. The Honos clearance. Jovanovic and Fashini. Falls to Fashini's feet. To get the cross out toward the right side for Zoric. It doesn't quite work out. Down the right side here, it's going to be Tavsan Choglu getting to it first, and goes back to John Honos. You can see the dew just whipping off the ball as it flew through the air there. It's been a wet evening, but the radar is all clear. We won't see any rain, or shouldn't see any more rain this evening. A couple of showers did pass about an hour or two ago. Cross Melbourne. Pakskowski. Nice little ball here for Pavlu. His cross was blocked by Suleimani. Now the corner. Now the flag's gone up. Right by the corner flag was the sideline judge. Harry White sees it fall over his head. Jovanovic will go back to Satoshi. A bit of holding as the ball was in flight. It's going to go Kingston City's way. Damien Iconis was engaged in battle with Ramazan Tavsan Choglu. Quickly taken here by Kingston City. It's Bennett. Zwed. He's had some early moments as Muad Zwed. Looking to combine here with Iconis. It's been coughed up though. And the Cannons do indeed win it back through Pakskowski. Quickly to get things moving toward Harry White. Beaten to the ball though by Simon Jovanovic, who clears away. And that ball's gone off into the distance, probably onto a synthetic pitch where the under-20s were playing earlier this evening. Pavlu will come across to take the throw as a replacement ball comes his way. Just coming into the end of the first 12 minutes here now, and it's been a good start by Kingston City this evening. Spekskowski looking to find a way through around Zwed and Bennett. It falls to Zwed. Can't clear away though. Paskowski's pressure was good. Now Pavlu. The extra round back there in the end was Fashini. Sends the ball in. 2 men in the area. Too many red shirts in the way though. The ball was too shallow. Quickly on the counter is Theo. Iconis. Cleared away by Govan. Bennett's throw, just a little too much on it for Theo to chase down, and possession's given straight back to the Oakleigh Cannons. Nice ball by Antequera to Iconis. Now the ball coming in from the left side. Pavlu there at the fall. It's wet again, pressuring him. Kingston City win the throw once more. Daniel Bennett comes across to take it. Ball at the top by Suleimani. Was looking for Bennett, but it does indeed fall out of play. It will be a throw right by the flag here. Skowski's clearance blocked on the way through. It was won back initially by Antequera, but had the ball elude him. Falls now to Bennett. Zwed. Pavlu beats him that time. White tried to potentially guide it through to Decker. Ball was too direct in the direction of Satoshi, an easy take for him. Kingston City this evening looking for just their third win of the season. For Oakleigh, it would be win number 6 of their NPL Victoria campaign, starting round 17 in 9th spot on the table, not too far back from finals contention. It's Green Gully currently in 6th spot, and they are in action as we speak against Dandenong City. That remains 0-0 in the only other game in NPL Victoria being played as we speak, as Hayden Federhagic waits for the ball to come back. He'll take the throw here. Whitedeck done well to win it back here for the Oakleigh Cannons. It's going to be a throw to be taken by skipper Tom Matthews. It's fallen out of play. Kingston City throw coming up once more. It's going to fall all the way back to Govan. The John Honos clearance. Federhagic at the landing spot for Kingston City. Quickly played through by Matthew Green. It's going to fall safely for Satoshi. Was quick to get on with it. Govan's out the fall here for the Cannons. The secondary header by Paxkowski. Falls into the lap of Matthew Green. Zoric. Matthews. Tafsan Choglu. Now for Sheeny. Patiently sitting on top of the ball here at the moment. At the back of the formation. The Oakleigh Cannons. It's all being run through Blair Govan. Tafsan Choglu. Green. Finally, through ball. Looking to find its way to Decker. Helped on by Matthews. Looking to set up Harry White, but doing well to get in the way. It was Faisal Sakasada. Picks out his fellow number 5 in Govart, and we start again. Wade Decker looking to set something up. Can't keep it in play though. The pass just a little too wide in the end. From Tavsan Choglu. And the throw to be taken by Aidan Federhagic. Cannons win it back here. Haven't really tested Satoshi in the Kingston City goal just yet. The Oakleigh Cannons. Another ball forward here for Kingston City. Tavsan Choglu goes back to the safety of Honos. Doesn't want to blaze away. It's Govan. Some space here on the left for Pavlu. Had the ball landed his chest though. His Wed came, won it back, and now a whistle. And a free kick here for Kingston City. Just on the edge of their attacking third here. It'll be Daniel Bennett to send it in. I've already had 2 corner kicks in this match. Have Kingston City. Just the one man in the area. Now a few more find their way in, including Anthony Theo. Bennett sends it in. It's in the direction of John Honos, and in the end it's an easy collect. For the Oakleigh goalkeeper, looking to quickly get on with things. The long ball for Harry White. Kingston do get it back here. Zwed here on the right once more. Has already got forced to save once from Honos tonight. It will be cleared away in the end by Tavsan Choglu. Paksikowski. And a locally throw after all of that. And that's 2 moments of danger that have been averted by the Oakleigh Cannons. There's a conversation. It's being had between the referee and Ramazan Tavsan Choglu. Wade Decker wins the throw here for the Cannons. Slipped out of the hands there of Paksikowski. Played onto Zwed. Leaving it behind is Theo. Fashini reclaims it for the Cannons at midfield. A little bit of pressure on Green. Goes back to his captain in Matthews. Back to Green. The low ball into the front of the area. Does find the target. Now Paksikowski. The first time left foot cross. It falls safely across the goal face and will go out for a goal kick. No one home in the end for Ryan Paksikowski as the ball was sent in. No shots on target yet this evening for the Oakleigh Cannons. 1 if not 2 for Kingston City. Both have come from Wadswet. He has some space here on the right if the cross comes his way, but the ball was sent directly into the direction of John Honos. Missed last week's game against the Dandenong Thunder. 5-3 win for the Cannons. Daniel Bennett to take the throw here for Kingston City. Tavsan Choglu called upon again to clear the danger area for the Cannons. Federhagic gets the first time cross in. It did find its way through to Iconis. Eventually it's cleared away. Another moment of danger has been averted by the Oakleigh Cannons. Let's see if they can create an attacking opportunity potentially for the first time this evening. This one's going to be cleared away by Jovanovic. Another throw coming up for Luke Pavlu. $11 degrees at kickoff this evening at Oakleigh. Could fall to as low as 9. At the end of the 90 minutes, it's Pavlu. Fashini looking to switch things up toward the right side. Doesn't pick out Green. Kingston City's number 19. That's Akira. A nice ball here for Feta Hagic. Had some time to assess the options. Send it inboard. Pavlu clears away only as far as Irwin. Chris Irwin falls across Theo into the lap of Zwed. This time he won't. Finds a way through. He's been crafty so far this evening, has Zwed. Some space here for Paxkowski once more on the left. His last cross didn't connect with anyone in front of the area. This time he goes straight to Satoshi. Bit more intensity and tempo from Chris Taylor's men in the last 10 minutes or so. It was Kingston City's game for the first 10 or 15 minutes. Still no goal here at Jack Edwards Reserve. Daniel Bennett had Zwed to his right. Finally goes there. Zwed sends the ball in. Doesn't pick out Iconis. Bennett loses his footing. And that allows Decker to easily come away with it for Oakleigh. Almost brings it to midfield. Now Green with some space. A nice run by Fashini. Maybe a chance here for the Cannons. Fashini, though, not much power on the shot. Just lobs it right in front of the face of Satoshi Asugi. An easy collect for Satoshi in the end. So Deco's just pushed up a little bit to inject himself into the game. Pavlu. Paxkowski. Now Govan's ball. Harry White traps it at his feet. Has Pavlu for support behind him, but he finds a way around Jovanovic. Now sends the ball in. It did curl back late, and it did force a save from Satoshi in the first corner of the night coming up for the Oakleigh Cannons. Looked like it was going to fall well wide of the left post, but it just curled back viciously late, and Satoshi, aware of that ball coming in, managed to fend it off, and we'll see the first corner of the evening for the Oakleigh Cannons as Ryan Paxkowski comes across to take it. News of not one, but 2 goals between Dandenong City and Green Gully. It is 1-1 in the 25th minute. And the other game taking place this evening in NPL Victoria. Yes, Paxkowski sends his ball in out the back. White potentially. Satoshi came a long way out. It's a goal kick in the end, but another dangerous moment this time for Oakleigh. Still no goal at Jack Edwards Reserve. Goals in the 18th and 25th minutes between Dandenong City and Green Gully. Still scoreless here at Jack Edwards Reserve. White. There was no one there. He was expecting Paxkowski to make a run for it. Happy to see it out with Saki Zada. In front of the Kingston City bench. Nick Tolios, the man in charge for the 14th place team. Govan's ball. Doesn't find the target. It's weird. Awkward bouncing ball. It didn't quite sit for him the way he would have liked in the end. Nice little move here by Matthew Green. Did well to get around Bennett. Can bring it to the edge of the area. Green sends the ball in too far backward though. There was absolutely no one there. In fact, it was Goran Zoric. Apologies for that. And we might see the first card of the night here for Kingston City. It's a yellow card for Damien Iconis. Did seem green flying. Topsan-Choglu gets things back underway. The volleying ball in. Now Decker just couldn't get the shot away in the end. It bounced away from him. Topsan-Choglu will claim the throw. In fact, he'll leave it for Green. Still an Oakleigh ball. Tom Matthews. Cutting it off was Saki Zada. The closing speed by Swed came to the party very late as Pavlou sent the ball back toward Honos. There won't be a card, it would seem. John Honos not happy with the assistant referee on that right sideline as Swed is having a conversation now. Don't think there'll be a card shown. Govan sends it forward. Theo back to Bennett. Wanted to quickly get the long ball through to Iconis, who gave away the foul on Topsan-Choglu. A likely throw to be taken by Luke Pavlou. Harry White working on two, wins the throw. Pavlou. Quickly for Zoric. Pakskowski. Plenty of red shirts around him. Topsan-Choglu again sends it in. Satoshi will collect. Another goal for Dandenong City. It is 2-1 for City against Green Gully. Kingston City just working their way forward through throws here at the moment. Another one to be taken by Feta Hugic. Overhead of Iconis. Another heavy challenge results in a free kick for Oakleigh. Past the half-hour mark now, still 0-0. Game that's had a couple of moments, but still a fairly slow tempo to this one. For the most part, Matthews Receives the short ball from Tough Sunchoglu. Now the longer one for White. Nicely played on. It's bounced away from Zorich, though. Just bounced outside him. Might have been a handball there on the way through. Kingston City will get the free kick. Zorich does well to pick out for Sheeny. Two Kingston City men tailing him. Quickly gets it out wide. Green. Now to shot for Decker. Straight to Satoshi. Probably the best build-up of the evening so far for Oakleigh. It doesn't result in the goal, though. Not a great first touch there by Theo. Matthew Green forced to retreat back to Honos. And either side break through before the half-time break here. Harry White goes down. Earns his side another free kick. Right on midway. It's Green. Matthews. Looking for a few more direct passages at the moment are Oakleigh, but that one's not going to work out. Trying to make an enterprising run there with Suleimani. This is Zorich. Counts back inside. 3 options to go to. Just a little too wide, that little pass there for Decker. This is Wed. Finds a way through, and Wed maybe had a good look at a shot. Cuts back. Oh, and also had a bit of space as well. Goes toward the left. Ball comes in now. Almost felt as Wed. It's going to be taken away by Zorich. Pavlu receives from White. Zorich. This is Paxkowski. Has Green available to the right. Goes that way now. Green with a bit of space. Slips as he sends the ball in. Almost fell its way through to Decker. And we're going to have a goal kick, or is there a flag up for offside potentially? It's going to be a Kingston City ball either way. Plenty of drama in the other game. We've now got a red card for Dandenong City. They are up 2 goals to 1. The goal kickers, by the way, Pilkington, Fletcher for Green Gully. Still waiting for news of the third goal kicker. That second goal for Dandenong City came in the 30th minute. The red card, which we'll try and get some more information about as it comes to hand. It's Matthews here. Fenahagic. And Sakura got a touch in there. Theo. Irwin tried to help it on to Antakura. Doesn't work out. Maybe a moment of confusion here. Satoshi saves the day in the end. Came a long way out to clear the ball away. There were 3 Kingston City players all there. In a moment of confusion, Satoshi was forced to come and save the day. Decker. Well done. Jovanovic gets in away, and that's going to ricochet out. We've got a corner kick coming up, have we? No, it's a goal kick. Paxkowski. Oakleigh overall lifting at the moment. Paxkowski looking to find a way around Soleimani. Eventually does go and find Fashini. Does he have a shot? No. Across to Zoric in front of Satoshi, who pounces over the top of the ball. Make sure nothing comes of that foray forward for the Cannons. And now a quick break out toward the right. It's Daniel Bennett. Pavlu gets in the way of the ball that was intended for Zwed. And Honos will collect at the other end for Oakleigh. This is Paxkowski, has been busy in his first half. Jovanovic for Kingston City. Some space here on the right for Bennett. Now it's Kingston looking to counter. After a quiet couple of minutes, Wed doesn't find a way through Pavlu this time. Now Pavlu had a decision or two to make. Want the diagonal ball, now Decker. This is Harry White. Some space here on the right here for Paxkowski. If he can get around Feder Hugic. Left it behind initially, now lost his feet. Somehow still got the ball in, just turned around on the deck and tried to lob one forward for Fashini, while one back there by Matthews. He gets his cross in. It's too heavy though. Not a great ball from the Oakleigh captain. And a goal kick. In the 40th minute here. Pavlu goes down. Will be a free kick for Oakleigh. Still only one yellow card in this first half, and that booking was Damien Iconis for Kingston City. Govan's long ball over the head of Paxkowski, but Fashini out the fall here for Oakleigh. Nice way to whip it in. Does force a save from Satoshi. Got a foot to it. Goes over the crossbar in a corner. Coming up for Oakleigh, who have been very good in these last 10-15 minutes. Just can't get it into the back of the net. Paxkowski would come across for another corner. Tom Matthews at the near post. Harry White lurking at the back. Fashini at the top of the area. Also Decker, Govan and Green. The available options as Paxkowski sends this ball in toward the back post. It's cleared away by Jovanovic. Zwed, nice touch. And combines with Antekra. Goes down on the way through his Wed. He's done well to win his side a free kick. Six Kingston City players at the top of the area, as this is a very long ball, and Honos, it was coming straight for him in the end. Didn't have any real issue at all. Looking to quickly get it on. Battle here between the two number 11s. It's going to be cleared away by Soleimani. Had Wade Decker hot on his heels. Necker's ball blocked by Theo. Pavlu. Now White tried to get a shot on the way through. Sakizada was there to block it and quickly cleared away. It was a potentially dicey ball for Sakizada, but looks to be okay. Around the grounds, it is 2-1 in favour of Dandenong City against Green Gully, but they are down to 10 men. Still waiting for either side to open the account here. And Jack Edwards reserve. Pikskowski back to his captain in Matthews. Just lobbed one over the top for Fashini. Now the aerial ball. Oakleigh man does go down. And that does draw a whistle. And there will be a free kick here for Oakleigh in another dangerous spot. You probably would give the last 20 minutes or so to Oakleigh. Incoming ball now from Fashini. Soleimani was there for Kingston to kill it off, but still, it's an Oakleigh ball. Zoric. Tough Sanchioglu. Took a while for the ball to come to him. Well won back in the end by Soleimani. Out to the left we go. Zwed making another run. It's killed off by Fashini. We have passed the 45-minute mark. Don't know if we've had indication yet of any stoppage time we might get. It comes up now, 1 minute of stoppage time. So a chance here for Kingston City to sneak in a late first half goal here and go into the sheds ahead. So it's gone down here in a fair bit of pain. Play will continue. Now at the back here, this is Iconis. So Eddie's still down behind play. Bennett sends his ball in, quickly cleared away by Tough Sanchioglu. That was a very quick minute, but that's it for the first half here at Jack Edwards Reserve. We have no score. It is 0-0. And one yellow card for the evening so far. That's Damien Iconis. We'll take a break and be back with the second half of this round 17 clash at Jack Edwards Reserve. It is Oakleigh Cannons 0, Kingston City 0. Second half is underway here at Jack Edwards Reserve. It's his Oakleigh Cannons 0, Kingston City 0 in one of two NPL Victoria games taking place on this rather chilly early June, mid-June Friday night. It was Kingston City who started the first half well. A couple of early chances on goal, mainly provided by Muad's Wed. Tested John Honos, the Oakleigh Cannons keeper, a couple of times. Then in the other goal, it was Satoshi who had to come to the rescue of Kingston City a couple of times late. City's 0-0 as Irwin had a somewhat quiet first half. His shot's blocked on the way through by Green. Now the secondary shot from Antakura finds its way through to Honos. And as we saw in the latter stages of the first half, Oakleigh looking to slowly up the tempo. And Honos' quick ball out for White. It doesn't amount to anything in the end. But it was a sign that perhaps Chris Taylor does want to put on the afterburners here and potentially get one on the board. But right now, it's a Kingston City ball. The cross from Iconis blocked on the way through. Pavlou dealt with after his pass and wins the free kick for the Oakleigh Cannons. This is Irwin for Kingston City. Didn't get full purchase on his ball forward, so Tafsan Chioglu was the man on the end of the ball instead of Zawed. This is Fashini for the Cannons. Zoric. Nice little ball through to White. It's deflected off the boot of Sakizada, and that'll be a corner kick for the Oakleigh Cannons. Last three corners of the game have all been Oakleigh's way after the first two belonged to Kingston City, including one in the first minute. Pakskowski, as was the case for the other two, will be the man that sends it in from this right-hand side. Ryan Pakskowski in near the front post. Wasted ball in the end, too shallow. Irwin clears away. Tafsan Chioglu finds a way around Zwed. Pakskowski once more. Fashini making a run on the right, but he said he crosses in, and a slight header for White. It falls its way through to Satoshi. Another half chance for Oakleigh goes begging. Well, far off though, with the connecting ball through to Harry White. Zwed doesn't find a way around Matthews, but it's a Kingston City throw. Does that ball come back in? It lands it in. Slippery hands for Aidan Federhagic. That's given the ball right back to Tom Matthews. He was more sure-handed with his ball in. Federhagic, nice neat little deft pass there. Does pick out Damien Iconis. Now Suleimani. Bennett trying to connect with Antakura. Doesn't work out. It's going to fall back to John Honos. And already signs that we've got a bit more of a higher tempo in this second half from what we saw in the first. Hopefully a goal coming soon. It's Pakskowski at the moment. Has had a very busy night so far, and the offside flag goes up. It does go into the back of the net. The ball for Goran Zoric, who was in an offside position. It remains 0-0. Cleared away by Jovanovic. Satoshi clears away for Kingston City. Some heavy contact at the fall of the ball. Will be an Oakleigh free kick just behind halfway. Incoming for Harry White, Feder Hagic got the header on it. Paxkowski, another ball in, doesn't fall Green's way, cleared away, and then going down after the clearance was a Kingston City man. It might be Chris Irwin. Does earn his side a free kick. Did it ease Irwin. Saki Zada sends it wide. Now Bennett's. Theo turns back toward the left peg, looking for Zawed. Matthews in the way. It was a potentially dangerous ball through if it did find its way to Mwadzwed. This will be collected by John Honos. Play will just be held up here for a moment. John Honos is going to have a word or two with the referee. There's a little bit of byplay between Honos and Antakura. Theo pushed out of it by Green. Govan. Pavlu. Cut back inboard for Fashini. Decker had to come back and save the day. That was a day as Fashini just lost his footing on the way through. Decker, another touch. Green has to retreat. Back to Pavlu and all the way back to Honos. Not the best clearance. Pavlu does well. Put down after the header. Another whistle has gone. The ball's going to come back here. And it's another booking here for Kingston City, their second of the night. The ball comes in. Theo. It's cleared away by Daniel Bennett. Corner kick coming up for Oakleigh. Shallow ball in, finds its way around Paxkowski. It's a very high ball here. Another heavy challenge. Another free kick for Oakleigh. Has become a bit more of a physical affair in this second half. Harry White Looked like it was the man that went out. In fact, I believe it was Zorich. Ball coming in now. White, the header into the back of the net. A great finish by Harry White, and finally the Cannons break through. It's been threatening all evening as Harry White couldn't connect earlier on the pass from Paxkowski. This time he does. And the lead belongs to the Oakleigh Cannons. A goal that was a long time coming for Oakleigh. Now we look to see what Nick Tolios men have in response. Irwin and Iconis get things restarted. Daniel Bennett waited for the run to come through from Theo and seen out for a goal kick. So we will see that lift in intensity now from the visitors in red. We haven't seen a substitution either way just yet. It's John Honos cleans away to the left side. Bennett was there for Kingston City. If Gorvan's not careful, I was going to say if he's not careful, then Theo might have been a chance to win it back there. It falls out for a goal kick as his clearing ball was blocked by Theo. Couple of minutes away from the hour mark here. A 1-0 lead to the Oakleigh Cannons thanks to Harry White in the 56th minute. Paxkowski, the left foot ball. Again trying to pick out White, and coming out a long way of Satoshi. Collided with his own man. White went down as well. Nothing to see here according to the referee. The Satoshi quickly goes to Federhagic, trying to find a way to Zwed. Comes out to Zorich for Sheeny. Zorich's ball for Fashini. They've really lifted here. Oakleigh. Paxkowski tried to trap it in the box. Zwed tried to win a one-on-one battle with Green. Might have been a studs up challenge there. Free kick will go Kingston's way. Damien Iconis is asking potentially for a card. I think it was for a studs up. And there will be a yellow card shown to Matthew Green. First booking of the night for the Oakleigh Cannons. Federhagic, Green, the man whose number is now in the book. Zorich. Federhagic not letting him through that time. It's on Oakleigh's terms at the moment. Federhagic. And Zorich working on him. Just gave away possession in the end. Matthews to take the throw. Trying to cut back was Decker. Fashini in front of Zwed. Wins it back for Oakleigh. Does he get a shot away here? Does Fashini? Does now, and it flashes over the crossbar. Goes down after the kick as well. It remains 1-0 in favour of the Cannons. Iconis here on the left. Fantahagic. Theo's ball through. A little too heavy for Irwin. Creatively kept in play there by Zoric. Jovanovic will go back to the safety of Satoshi. No options available on the right. Pavlu there. Played on to Paskowski. Bennett working on him. Deflects up in the air. Paskowski will be happy to see it out. Quickly takes his throw. This is Wade Decker. Played back to Paskowski. The left foot cross. Won't find its way to White this time around. High ball will land at midway. Bounces past Matthews. Has to go all the way back to Honos. Has to quickly get it away. Iconis was lurking. Nice little touch there. Tried to find Decker. It was Paskowski. It was cleared away by Jovanovic. We've got our first substitution of the evening. It will be Kingston City. And it's an attacking move as Hernan is going to make way for Aiden Federhagic. Hernan in Estroza comes into the game as Federhagic makes his way off. Clear message from Nick Tolios to try and get that back into this game. It's only 1-0. Still plenty of time left. But it's been all Oakleigh so far in this second half. Chance here for Kingston City to break away. Not really an early involvement as Hernan is on the end of this ball, but was beaten to it by Govan. Throws given away and Zwed. No, he won't take it. It's going to be Soleimani to come across and take it. First touch for Hernan. Mounts to nothing in the end. A goal kick for John Honos and the Oakleigh Cannons. Heavy challenge committed and a free kick for Kingston City. No booking this time around. It's sent forward. Theo's follow-up for Iconis. Can't get past Green though. Gives away to throw. Soleimani comes across to get it back into play quickly. Hernan bounced away from him. This time a free kick for Oakleigh. A lot of players losing their feet in this second half. It's a dry evening. It was wet earlier today in the southeast of Melbourne, but nothing on the radar, and it's been a dry game otherwise, but seen a few players slip over, a couple of heavy challenges. 3 bookings so far. It's Blair Govan. Harry White, the goal scorer, sails over his head this time around. Tafsan sends it back in. Bennett has to clear away, but coming late was White. Did get a slight boot to it. Might have potentially affected the effectiveness of the clearance. Bennett. Theo allows it through. Hernan. Back to Anthony Theo. Now to Kira. A nice switching pass, some space out here for Iconis. Wanted to cut back inboard. Iconis now No chance to get a shot. Theo blocked on the way through by Matthews. No issues in the end for Oakleigh. Paxkowski quickly whips on toward the right here. Harry White will try and keep this in play. Looking to set up a combination here with Zorich. Zorich in board and the shot from Fascini. It's fended off in the end. A good chance though goes begging for Oakleigh to double their lead. Two on 1 foot race here in favour of Kingston City and Jovanovic. Not a great ball away though. Now Decker with the chance. Closing in on him was Soleimani. Needed some help. Paxkowski flashes one out wide to the right here. Now Matthew. The cross ball in. Open header and it's 2-0 and it's Harry White again. And the Oakleigh Cannons in complete control now at Jack Edwards Reserve. Two goals in 11 minutes. And what was a deadlocked game is now a convincing lead for the Cannons. Harry White now with the brace. Two headers into the back of the net. One missed earlier in the half as well. Now there's real pressure for Nick Tolios' men. That's the substitute, Hernan, who gets things restarted. Now there's real urgency for the visitors. Bounces away from Paxkowski. Soleimani's ball. Goes out through an Oakleigh throw. Satoshi clears away just in time, although gives away possession. It was a rush clearance. There was late pressure coming from Wade Decker. It's going to be a Kingston City ball here. Satoshi to clear away. Zwed keeps it alive. Needs some help from Hernan. Nice ball through to Zwed and Hernan again. Iconis now comes across to help out. Oakleigh throw once more to be taken by Luke Pavlik. It's Pavlu here. Paxkowski. No space to send the long ball in. It's cleared away eventually by Kingston City. The possession, though, very brief. Oakleigh throw here. Might have been a couple of Kingston City men having a chat to the referee. Looked like they might have been trying to claim it as their own, but Pavlu to take it. This is Zorich. Tight quarters to work with. Another disputed ball that'll go Oakleigh's way. So the Sting's out of this one just for the time being. Still plenty of time left. 19 minutes and stoppage time for Kingston to salvage something out of this. Soleimani. They can't clear it away though. It's back in Oakleigh possession. Paxkowski having an excellent second half is Ryan Paxkowski. 4 men around him in the end. Had to retreat. Tafsan Choglu and Govan. It's going to bounce right away for Paxkowski here. Soleimani challenged one way. Paxkowski went the other. Now Pavlu sends it in. All red shirts there. Iconis wins it back for Kingston City. Now a ball on the right here. Goes over the top of Matthews. It's going to bounce. Antakura here on the left side. A rare foray forward here. Out the back, Soleimani misses his shot. At the back post. Stays in play. He's wed. Theo cuts back. Can he get a shot away on the left? He can. The save from John Honos. Well saved. Will be a goal kick. A nice save by John Honos. Second substitution coming up for Kingston City. Coming on will be Cooper Legrand, and he'll make way for Muad Zwet, who has had a good evening. Legrand in the 23 shirt is the new man for Kingston City. No changes yet for Chris Taylor's men. One still to come for Nick Tolios and Kingston City. Satoshi will collect here. Time will start becoming the enemy for Kingston City. We're in the 74th minute. Find themselves 2 goals down here. Hernan. Bennett to get the first touch, cross in toward the front post. Easily cleared away now by Tafsan Chioglu. This is Fashini. Looking to get a combination going with Zorich. He's Wade Decker onside here. He's one-on-one if he's not. Satoshi gets there first. They're threatening to break through for a third goal here. The Oakleigh Cannons. Entering the weekend in 9th position on the NPL Victoria table. Still in the finals hunt. Kingston City trying to find the way out of the relegation hot seat. Right now it's advantage Oakleigh. The ball in from Zorich. Paskowski's shot was blocked. Luke Pavlu making a run forward here. Legrand was the man that was shadowing him on the way through. Back to Pavlu. And goes out for an Oakleigh throw. 15 plus stoppage time remaining. And the final substitution being readied by Nick Tolios and Kingston City. In the meantime, Harry White with 2 goals to his name for the evening. Comes out wide to the right here. Zorich gets his cross in. Fashini might have been offside. The flag does go up. And we might get the final change here for Kingston City. Erhan Yalaz is going to come on and make way for David Antakura. That's the third and final substitution for Nick Tolios this evening. As Yalas makes his way, immediately goes toward the left side for Kingston City. Still haven't seen a change at all yet for Oakleigh. It's on their terms at the moment. The long ball from Satoshi. Hernan. Bit of space on the right here for Chris Irwin. Did score in the 1-1 draw against Oakleigh in round 4 earlier in the season. Comes back to Irwin. Ball comes in now at the back. There's a chance here for Kingston. Yarlutz is his first touch of the night. First shot was blocked. Trying to find a way around Matthews. Now the shot just flicked wide of the crossbar by Hernan. Did take an Oakleigh touch on the way through. It'll be a corner kick for Kingston City. Anthony Theo to send this ball in for the trailing visitors. It's a short corner. Yalas. His cross in was blocked. He'll get a second crack at it. Erhan Yalas. Another blocked ball by Ryan Paksikowski. This is Bennett. Deflected ball on the way through, easily cleared away by Tavsan Chioglu. On the right side here, it's Zoric. Cutting board for White initially. Now Decker looking to set up Paksikowski on the left. Fashini in the area, making another run in as well as Harry White has scored twice from the header. Another chance for Harry White. It bounces wide off the right post. It's out for a goal kick. He's been a real aerial threat this evening, Harry White. Couldn't pick up his hat-trick that time. It's the 79th minute. Oakleigh 2, Kingston City 0. Cut back in towards Theo, but it was a wayward pass. One back initially by Bennett, lost his footing. Some space here on the right for Zoric. A run being made by White. It's going to fall at the back post. Paksikowski was there. Falls all the way through. It will be a corner kick for the Oakleigh Cannons. Goal scorer for Oakleigh in that 1-1 draw back in round 4 on the bench this evening, Marcus Demanchi. Haven't seen Chris Taylor trouble the fourth official with the substitution as of yet. The first corner is played back out. We'll go again. The short corner taken this time. Paksikowski and Zoric. It's cleared away by Yalas. Legrand. Looking to find a way through to Yalas. Two of the men with the fresh legs out there for Kingston City. Flicked back forward by Green. Zoric. Gorvan's ball forward. Decker. A nice little touch to cut back inboard, and there's some space here for Oakleigh to go 3-0 up. It's Fashini at the moment. Lets it fall wide. Now a shot here for White. Can't get the hat-trick. Good save by Satoshi. Now it's 2 attempts at the hat-trick for Harry White. It remains 2-0. And Kingston City still in it. It's Iconis on the left. Can they find some space on the way through? Not a great ball for Hernan. It comes back to Iconis. Solomani. And now Legrand sends the ball in. It's a goal finally for Kingston City. Cooper Legrand gets one back. It's 2-1. And we're set for a dramatic finish. 81st minute. Cooper Legrand. The fresh legs deliver for Nick Tolios' men. And that'll tighten things up a little bit for the Oakleigh Cannons. Cooper Legrand comes on, scores. All three goals have come via the air tonight. And it's Kingston City again, looking to make another run. Here is the goal scorer, Legrand. Iconis from a long way. It's going to flash over. Goal kick coming up for John Honos. And the atmosphere around Jack Edwards Reserve has certainly changed. Chris Irwin bounces his way in front of Pavlu. Making a run on the right. There's two men in. Hernard gets the heads. It's 2-2. Hernard with the finish. And just like that, we're back to square. Wow, what a finish at Jack Edwards Reserve. Two goals in 2 minutes for Kingston City. Oakleigh was starting to look comfortable, 2-0 up. Not anymore. Not only can Kingston City now think about salvaging a draw, they are every chance to collect all 3 points here. And what a big 3 points it would be. Just their third win of the season if they can get up. Now the urgency is really going to lift here for the men in red and for the men in blue. Solomani's throw. Green. Deflected ball. Hurrying one through with Sakizada. Easy collects for Honos. Looks like we're going to see Oakleigh's first change. That'll be coming up shortly. Into the 85th minute we go. 2 goals apiece at Jack Edwards Reserve. Up until the 81st minute, it was a 2-0 lead for the Oakleigh Cannons. Goals to Damien Iconis and Cooper Legrand have got Kingston City back in it. White can't find a way through. It's cleared away by Sakizada. Nice ball for Green on the right side. Paskowski sends it in. At the back post is Zorich. Over the head of Bennett. Zorich, it bounces his way. Sends it in. Can't connect. A throw here for Kingston City. And we might see the substitution for the Oakleigh Cannons. Ryan Paskowski's had an outstanding evening, but he's making way for Marcus Damachi, the man that did score the late equaliser in round 4. He's coming on. He's had an outstanding night on the left side, Ryan Paskowski. He was the man that managed to finally find that connection through the air with Harry White. Did result in a 2-goal buffer, which has since been eroded away by a desperate Kingston City outfit. Zorich, the through ball doesn't work out. Hernan, the scorer of the second goal for Kingston City. Bennett's ball out here for Yars. Lost his footing. Matthews desperately clears away but couldn't get it past Daniel Bennett. Now it's Yalaz once more. Good defending by Matthews. He concedes the corner kick. 4 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. The corner to be taken by Anthony Theo. Ball's going to land a fair way out over the crossbar in the end. Goal kick for John Honos. Wade Decker. Damachi here on the left. He's replaced Paxkowski on that side. Fashini. Comes back to Tom Matthews. Looking for Damachi on the left. The ball was too central though. Still a chance though for Oakleigh. It's eventually cleared away by Jovanovic. Pavlu loses possession to Iconis, at least temporarily, wins it back. Not a great ball for Damachi. Kingston City at midfield. Yalas tried to cut back for Iconis, who wasn't expecting it. Decker couldn't win it back for Oakleigh. It's going to be an intense finish here at Jack Edwards Reserve, and a chance now for Kingston City as they go on the attack here. The late pass there from Hernan. It was sent in by Yalas. This is Damachi on the left now for Oakleigh. Goes down. Referee says play on. Zoric is going to receive this one from Fashini. Tried to cut back in. Deflected off the boot of Bennett. Safely collected by Satoshi. Kingston City are looking for a winner here. Being completely honest, neither side can probably afford the draw. Kingston City really need this win if they're going to stave off relegation, as Irwin's ball's deflected out. We are going to see a corner kick for Kingston City. Erhan Yalas is going to send this ball in. Second corner since going 2-2. The equaliser coming from Hernan. There are 5 men in the area as the ball comes in. Honos in the right spot to collect it and try to get the counter-attack going via this left side here. Zoric. Looked to cut across toward the right side, but blocked on the way through to Damachi. Irwin's going to give way to throw here. So we approach the final minute of the regulation. 90 minutes. We'll get an indication soon from the fourth official exactly how much longer this game will go for. Matthews ball in, red shirts there. Fashini, it popped out to him. Matthews, Damachi. It's going to be his throw. Jack Edwards Reserve is as quiet as it's been all night here. Not a great clearance there, and Satoshi has a situation to deal with, but eventually does collect it. Now it's Chris Irwin here on the right. He was the goal scorer for Kingston City in the 1-1 draw back in round 4. Iconis. Theo. The 1-2 for Theo. Plenty of blue shirts though, and there's no chance for a shot. 3 minutes of added time. Three minutes for one of these sides to find a late winner. Soleimani clears away. Falls out of bounds at about halfway. Pavlu to take the throw. The shot. Oh, what a great goal! reclaim the lead. A wonderful finish by Wade Decker. And it is 3-2 in favour of Oakleigh. Wow. We promised you late drama. You've got it. Here's their time for Kingston City to again find an equaliser. There were no goals in this match until the 56th minute. We've now got 5 on the board for tonight. Oakleigh might not be done. Fashini's ball out for Damachi. Soleimani does it back. Irwin's there as well. Kingston doing it back. Irwin. Jump. Hernand's ball wasn't great. Back with Oakleigh possession. Making a run toward the right corner is Fashini. Brought down by Bennett. It was a fairly heavy challenge. Referee did blow the whistle. Now we've got a scuffle. Things won't want to get too out of hand here very late in the piece. Calls for a card to be shown to Daniel Bennett. I think they're going to go unheard. It'll be a free kick. Both of the referees' assistants have come across, and there will be a conversation. And the card is shown to both Fashini and Daniel Bennett. That was for the scuffle. So all past the 3-minute mark of each time. Oakleigh looking like they will hold on. They will get the free after a heavy challenge from Daniel Bennett. You would think they've done enough for all 3 points here this evening. Wade Decker and Goran Zoric over the top of it. There is a third card actually shown here late. I think that was shown to Wade. No, it wasn't shown to Wade Decker. There was a late card in there for Harry White. Sakizada clears away for Kingston City. Zoric. Another free kick for Oakleigh. Another card's being dished out, this time to Wade Decker. Well, now at the 95-minute mark, there were 3 minutes put up on the board. Satoshi's long ball, one last chance here for Kingston City. Damachi clears away, is that enough? Play continues. Theo, no, that will be it. A wonderful strike late from Wade Decker. Puts Oakleigh over the top in the end. A 3-2 win over Kingston City. A wonderful game in the end here at Jack Edwards Reserve. Oakleigh get their 6th win of the season. 3-2 over Kingston City.